Hello, today we are going to learn how to check out ebooks and audiobooks. We're using a program called Sora, which was created by Overdrive and became the main source of checking out books as of fall of 2019. To get there, we are starting at the Omaha South High Library page. To get there, we're on the Omaha South High main page. We're going to Quick Links and then down to Library. From there, we should see our online resources. Underneath the online catalog is Sora Overdrive. Go ahead and click on that. Once it is logged in, the first thing you're going to have to do is find your school. If you are on school grounds, it will automatically find that, Omaha Public Schools, but if not, you can either look for the school or you can click on the I have a setup code. Right now, I'm going to click on my school is Omaha Public Schools, and it's now asking us to sign in. Your username is going to be your student ID. Your password is going to be your birthday. It is 6 digits, so the first two numbers are for the month, the second two numbers are the date, and the last two numbers are the last two numbers of your birthday year. Once you have that in, go ahead and sign in. It starts off with the main page. One of the nice things with Sora is that sometimes you will have audiobooks or ebooks assigned to you by a teacher. Those will show up here. You will next see your loans, followed by any defined words you will have or recent notes and highlights. At the bottom, you will also get different book recommendations. At the bottom of the page are 4 different options. You have Home, Explore, Shelf, and Me. We're going to first start at Explore. Here is the main page for Explore. This is the library catalog. From here, there are several different ways that you can look for books. The first way is to just start navigating, scrolling down, and you can see book recommendations from Omaha Public Schools on high school only, specific subjects like science fiction, fantasy, adult fiction. We also, as high schoolers, you have access to everything in the catalog, including children's books, middle school books, as well as books that are specifically for you. We also have our audiobooks found at the bottom. Another way that we can find books, especially if you have a specific one, is to go up to the search bar. Up here, I'm going to search for just one book. Our search did come up with one match, I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. It is available only as an ebook. I'm going to go ahead and open it. From there, you see a description about what the book is about, the format of the book, ebook, the author, the audience, young adult, as well as the levels in both Lexile score and the text difficulty. Underneath the page cover is a word labeled Borrow in blue. That is the simple way to check out this book. We go ahead and click Borrow. It is automatically checked out to you and will open up the book. From here, there are several different items. The first one is this, where it shifts the way to view it as just one page at a time. You also can bookmark specific chapters, let's say if you have to close it or you want to go back to it. You also have these 3 lines here. If you click on those 3 lines, you can see the search, so if you're looking for something specific, skip chapters, look at your previous bookmarks. You also have some reading settings. When you click on this, you can make the text bigger. If you are having difficulties reading it, you can change from bright to sepia to dark. Right now we're looking at the publisher's default, but you can change it to any of the other different designs, including Open Dyslexic. If you are dyslexic, this might be the best way to read it. Or you can customize it to make it easier for you to read. You also have some tips and secrets. There it's going to just tell you a little bit about how to bookmark, how to use the keyboard, look at how many pages you're on, and how to delete your specific marks. Once you're ready to start reading, you can either click on the next page over to do it, you can use your space bar, or you can use your arrows. If you click in the middle, it will then open up and you can see how far you are. And you can slide your mouse over to skip pages and keep going. We're going to close this and go back to Explore, and we are going to now move over to Shelf. The shelf is exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be where all of your books are held. As you can see, I currently have 2. I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter, as well as To All the Boys I've Loved Before. If you find a book that you are interested in reading, but it's currently not available, you can also place a hold on it. Those will show up here. You will have a list. This could be a wish list of books that you wish you could maybe get to, have them done. You can also rate the books. The very last thing you'll see is your activity. What have you been doing so far in here? The very last spot you're going to see is the Me board. This is your profile. There it's going to talk about different statistics, how many books you've opened, how much you've read, how much time you've spent, longest streak of reading. The streak I'm currently at is 1 day. You will also receive badges. The first book you check out, you will receive a checkout badge. The first time you sign in, you'll get a blast off badge. If you finish a book, you'll get that. If you finish 3 assigned books by your teachers, you'll get a scholar badge. Bookworm is the first 3 books you've read. If you've listened to an audiobook, you'll get a badge for that. Returning a book early, renewing a book, finishing it, starting it early, anything like that. This is a fun way to keep track of your reading. If you are finished with your book early, you can just keep it and it will automatically disappear from your loans shelf. But if you have someone else you know that wants to check out that book, if you click on Options, you will have several different items, including you can open the book, you can renew it if you are not yet finished, you can return it, you can send it to a device, i.e. if you want to read it on a Kindle. You can mark your book as done. You can also view your lists and highlights, your notes and highlights. For me, I'm going to return this book. I'm going to click return. It is now going off my shelf, and if I go back and I type that book back in, here it is right there, you can now see it is available for someone else to borrow the book. As you are exploring this, you will often find some of the most popular books might be gone. If it has a little headphone, that simply means that it is an audiobook. If the book is faint and doesn't look like it's, it has maybe a cover or a film over that book, that means that it is not available. Here you can see that Angie Thomas's new book, On the Come Up, is currently checked out because it's telling me that I can place a hold. If I click on that, instead of seeing the borrow button, we are now seeing the place a hold. If I click on that, it's just a simple click. I can go to my shelf, go to holds, and there it is. You will receive an email and it will automatically check out to you and be found on your loan shelf when you are done, when it's available for you to read. The very last thing I want to show you is over in the top right hand corner. There are those 3 lines again, and you're going to see you can add additional libraries if you maybe have a public library card and a school library card. You can look at your hold settings, download settings, and then you also have device settings. To read ebooks on Sora, you can either just read them on your desktop. If you want to read in Sora on a different device, say a tablet or a cell phone, you can click on that on another device. You also can read as a Kindle. Once you click on that, it's going to explain how to download your books to your Kindle. For our listening devices, we only have two options, in Sora or in Sora on another device. Once you are done with those settings, go ahead and click Done. Once you have that, you can go ahead and go to your book and click on Options. From there, we now have a Send to Kindle, and it looks like I've already sent this. So Send to Kindle only, and it's going to look like this. It will take you to your Amazon account. You may have to sign in first. Over here, it will show a button saying Check Out Library Book. Click on that and it will download. It also will tell you how long you have it until it expires. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to come to the library. We are more than happy to help you there.